Hey, this is Stephen Platinum, your friend in wrestling with Platinum versus Impact. This is from, holy moly, December 9th, 2021. I'm playing a little bit of catch up today. It's Sunday. My work schedule is madness. I'm actually going to a wrestling show this afternoon with my kids, which I'm very excited about. And I put out the Platinum Show investigations about it. But I do like to keep up with everything. I watch these shows, for goodness sakes. I want to talk about them. Impact Wrestling 2 weeks ago had that abortion known as freaking abortion. Wrestle House 2, which was awful. Last week they seemed to at least get themselves moving in the right direction again. This week it was full steam ahead, thank goodness, because they're building towards Hard to Kill, which is going to be Impact Wrestling's first pay-per-view of 2022. Headlined, this show was headlined by Matt Cardona against W. Morrissey, who actually got color for the thing, which is nuts. Latest in the rivalry between Mickie James and Deonna Purrazzo. Josh Alexander's message to Jonah, who put out the challenge to him last week. And a street fight pitting Rhino against Eric Young. They definitely seem determined to sort of wipe off all of the horror from Wrestle House 2, as well they should. So December 9th went down. First match, Chris Sabin and Mickie James against Matthew Rehwoldt and Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo, rightfully so, manages to win. Purrazzo stacks Mickie James up. Rehwoldt adds leverage for the heel win. It was a very good match. I'm glad that Deonna Purrazzo is going to be put back on a collision course with Mickie James, especially in light of what happened at the Ring of Honor final show or pay-per-view or whatever you would like to call it. And I'm going to go over that as well later on. It makes sense for Purrazzo to get this push. And it makes sense for her to be the champion. It's cool that Mickie James won it, but Deonna Purrazzo is really where their bread is buttered. Rohit Raju against Lawrence D. Boy. This match started happening. Josh Alexander, though, hits the ring, wipes them out, demands Jonah comes out. Very intense. Scott D'Amore appears, tells him that Jonah isn't coming, and Alexander is furious. It's great to see this out of him. They tell him to get himself under control, so he grabs Raj Singh from ringside, delivers his move, and D'Amore is dismayed. It's great to see Alexander with this kind of emotion. The title was stolen from him by Moose, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's great. Vin Juice against the Learning Tree, which is VSK and Zicky Dice. Great to see. Finn Juice, of course, wins. With the decapitation device. It was a very fast match. It really didn't accomplish a whole lot. Got some faces out there and gave us a bit of a palate cleanser after the Josh Alexander thing. And leading into these rather big matches. So we have Rhino against Eric Young. And Eric Young defeats Rhino. So a whole bunch happened in this, right? So Heath is there to support his friend, takes the invaders out, but then Young utilizes his hockey mask, which I thought was really cool, sets him up for the pile driver, but Swan and Willie Mack hit the ring. Good Brothers attack them, and then Young scores the win with the pile driver. The heels sort of acknowledging each other for their help and assistance of one another. Cool stuff. 8-person tag match, Decay and the Inspiration. Decay versus the Inspiration and the Influence. Decay wins. This wasn't very good. It was a bit of a mess. The Influence and the Inspiration had good character work, but the match, it was really, really sloppy and really, really ugly. And we're just going to move on from that. Impact is, big gambling, and it either works or it doesn't, and this one did not. Matt Cardona against W. Morrissey. Here's something that did work pretty freaking well. So uh, Morrissey gets himself disqualified. Referee's trying to explain why. Morrissey wipes him out with a big boot. And then he does a big jackknife power bomb to Cardona. Chelsea Green comes in. Moose enters the ring and eats a big boot from Morrissey for his trouble. Morrissey puts his hands on Green. Cardona fires up and takes him down and clears the ring and stands tall at the end. Um, so uh, the idea of Cardona, and it's why I picked the picture of winning the title, is really interesting since he's done a lot of the coolest stuff during this year. We'll see where Impact goes with it, though it seems like Morrissey and Moose is the long game. I don't know. That Cardona stuff, hard to ignore to me.